guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to describe the strategy to solve reorder paragraphs. The one thing you must know that you will get marks for each PO. The next steps to solve this paragraph is that you should look for the independent sentence. So this independent sentence would be your first sentence. When you start attempting this question, your first goal should be to identify the independent sentence. This is often easy to do as the leading sentence has some unique characteristics. It is based on the concept or theme of the whole text. So it is independent and self-contained. It means it doesn't require other sentences to complete its meaning. Once you have found the independent sentence, you should look for the next sentences. So for that, you have to look for noun-pronoun relationships, look for the connecting words, and look for the logical relationship between the sentences. So, for example, if the first sentence talks about something like, we can say, pollution. So, the second paragraph can discuss a specific incident related to it. You should then repeat the same process for subsequent paragraphs. Once you have arranged all the sentences in the right order, make sure you read them again. Sometimes in a subsequent reading, you will feel that a sentence can be moved in another place. Do it and see how it impacts the meaning of the whole text. Now let's look at the example. So in this paragraph, there are 4 sentences which we have to rearrange in correct order. Now, as we can see, the first sentence is starting with they, which is pronoun. The trick here is pronouns always follow nouns. So there must be something before they. So it's not an independent sentence and we can't start the paragraph with this one. Now let's look at the second sentence. As it is starting with because means it's giving reason to something, and what is that something we have to find out. So this is also not our first sentence. Now let's look at the fourth sentence first, as it is giving example. So this one also not our first sentence. So what we left with? Option C. This is our first sentence. Let's read it. Embryonic stem cells are valued by scientists because the cell's descendant can turn into any other sort of body cell. Now this paragraph is talking about embryonic stem cells. So now we have to find the leading sentences based on this topic. So now let's look at the first sentence, what they are talking about. In the first sentence, they are saying that they might thus be used as treatments for diseases. They are using something for treatments and they require the replacement of a particular lost cell type. Now look at the third sentence again, the embryonic stem cells one. What they are saying that descendant cells can turn into any other sort of body cells. So in the first sentence, they are also talking about the replacement of a particular lost cell type. So there is a connection between these two sentences. So our first sentence is embryonic stem cells, and our next sentence would be they might thus be used as treatments. So they is pointing to embryonic stem cells. So here we found the first pair. So our first sentence would be embryonic stem cells, and our next sentence would be they might thus be used as treatment for diseases. So let's find out the next two sentences. So in the second, they are talking about something beneficial medical applications. So they are talking about medical applications, but we don't know what medical application they are talking about. So what we left with the last one, they are saying some examples cited for a possible treatment. Here we got the third hint. It is talking about possible treatment. Where was it before? In the first one, A option. So they might thus be used as treatments for diseases. Now they are giving the example of the possible treatments in the option D. So our first sentence is C, embryonic stem cells. Now the second one is A, because they are talking about the embryonic stem cells. They can be used as a treatment for diseases. Next, third one would be D, because in this one they are giving the example of that treatments. So what we only left with option B. Because of these beneficial medical applications, the lobby against stem cell research is particularly regrettable. So, which beneficial medical applications? In the option D, the examples they have given to us for the possible treatments for diseases like diabetes, motor neuron disease, and Parkinson disease. So, our correct order would be C, A, D, B. Thanks guys. Please subscribe and like my channel for more tips and tricks on PTE.